What up, people and folks, kings and queens, what's good? It's your boy, the Shy White Guy here. Today is April 10th, 2017. It's a Monday. Just going back to work, coming off of spring break. We had a good little spring break, me and my family. Had the whole week off last week and pretty much took that time to find a car, and pretty much the whole time was spent looking for a car and trying to find a good deal on a car, but finally found one. So we got the new whip. Trying to get back into the groove of things. Going back to school, going back to work, it sucks after being off for so many days. We went to play miniature golf and went to go see a movie, Beauty and the Beast movie, a little classic from back in the days. Reminds me of my childhood, watching them old VHS Disney movies. It was good to see that and watch my kids see it for the first time. See how they feel. My daughter loved it. All the singing and everything. She really likes all the musical stuff. It was cool. Miniature golfing. And I guess last week, while I was on this staycation, Trump decided to bomb Syria, or bomb the plants. There's plants that were holding all the chemicals and stuff like that were used against the civilians and were used against the Syrian people. Assad bombed his own people, the government, the president or whatever of Syria. They used chemical warfare against their own people. There was all kinds of videos going around of little kids choking on gas and crying, just crumbled up on the floor, and people were spraying them with water hoses and ripping their clothes off of them. Just horrible, horrible shit to see. I've never seen any of this type of shit before in my life until recently, until like 3-4 years ago, I think, was the first time I had ever seen any video like that. YouTube's fairly a newer thing. We're living in a time where all this shit is barely starting to pop up. All these new forms of communication, social media, Facebook, YouTube. About 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, I remember seeing a video of Syrian kids that were pretty much the same thing. They're washing them down with water hoses, ripping their clothes off them. You could see like their skin's all red. They got like chemical burn or something. Anyone with a normal heart and a soul doesn't want to see anything like that. President Trump stepped up and I guess he said that his position has changed and he feels completely different now. He has a new point of view towards the Syrian government because of them using their weapons against their own people. I guess that was enough to change Trump's mind or change his opinion on how he felt about them. During his campaign, he was putting America first, and how he was against the whole war in Iraq and against invading other countries and getting involved with their problems, when that's exactly what it seems like he's doing here. You know what kind of situation that's going to put America in? You know what kind of repercussions are going to come with that? You know what kind of consequences that's going to have? That's not really putting America first if you're putting the American people at risk. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm against what Trump did, because I'm not. If I was given the same situation, put in those shoes, same circumstances, I would probably do the same thing. How can you just stand back and watch these guys do this to children, innocent women, innocent people? It's happening in the world. It's happening to human beings. It's everyone's problem. It's not something that you could just push off as a Syrian problem. And America has always filled that role of being like the bigger brother. If we don't stand up and say, hey, somebody's got to do something about this, if we don't stand up and say, hey, this is wrong, then no one else will. I guess it's a good thing that we're stepping up and protecting those that can't defend themselves, these civilians. But at the same time, man, like I said, who knows what kind of consequences and repercussions are going to come with this. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, man. Should we get involved in all these other people's problems and try to, play the big brother role and protect those that can't protect themselves? Or should we just stick out of it, Should we just mind our own business? I don't know the answer. Hopefully you guys do. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. That's it for today, man. Hope y'all have a good one. Deuces.